If we go over to our finished Contact Us page and scroll down, you'll have noticed in this finished version we have a location map on this Contact Us page. This is provided by Google by accessing the Maps API. We'll cover APIs in detail later on in this course, including building our own. But for now, just know that the Maps API will allow our website to communicate with Google's map information. You may be wondering what this all has to do with the HTML section of the course. Well, this API is included inside of an iframe. Also, it's really easy to implement. Let's begin by going over to Google. And let's do a search for Google Maps API. And the one we need to go to is developers.google.com/maps. So select this. Then first, let's click on the Get Started button, which is just here. And then let's scroll down. So the one we need is the Google Maps Embed API. So let's scroll down. And this is under the Web API section. So click on Google. There we are, Google Maps Embed API. Then select Maps. And we can see this integrates base maps and indoor floor plans to our site. So click on this link here. So this is pretty simple to get started with. All we need to do at first is copy this iframe section, which we gave just here. Copy that. And then we can go over to our contact.html page and replace our YouTube version with the one which we just copied. Now if we head over to the browser and to our Contact Us page, hit reload, and we can see a problem. The provided API key is invalid. So as the error message says, we need an API key. This is so Google can keep track of who is accessing its map data. We can get an API key from the menu back over in the Google website. On the left hand side, there's an option to get an API key. Before we go any further though, I just want to point out that websites like this often change layout over time. So if your version looks a little different, it's usually just a case of a navigation link has moved, but you should still be able to find your way around. Then we need to go down and select Get a Key. If you're not already logged in, we need to log into Google. So I'm going to log in. And then click Next. And then we need to add our password. Okay, good. So now we're logged in, we can click on Get an API Key again. And first we need to create a project. So I'm going to create a new project. So click on this Create New Project link. I'm going to use the name of Textstore. And then click on Next. This should then give us our API key, which we can copy by clicking on this icon here. Go over to our project. And then if we take a look at this iframe, which we copied before, we need to scroll across to this section which says key equals. And then where it says your API key, delete these three words here, and then paste in the API key which we just copied. Give that a save, and now if we go back over to our contact page and refresh, we should now see that we're presented with this Google Maps image instead of the error message. So now we have a connection to the Google Maps API. Now we just need this map to be at the location of our business. If we go back over to the Google website and click Done, we can see a quick start from the menu, which is right at the very top. So click on this. Here we can build our own custom map. We can search for places or a city. So let's say New York. and click on that. And then scroll down, we can see we have New York appearing on the map there. We can also search for the Apple address, for example. So let's search for Infinite Loop, which is just here. And then scroll down and we can see the new location just here. So we already have our API key to construct this map. So we can just paste this inside of here. And then once done that, just click on Done. And then we're provided with a iframe, which we can copy. And this has this new location, which we searched for before. So let's copy this. And then if we go over to the project and replace our iframe with the one which we just copied. And then if we go back over to our contact page, hit refresh, and we're now taken to the address which we added in before. So of course you would need to change this to the location of your business, and this is how we do that. So now we have successfully integrated Google Maps into our project. This is it now for the HTML sections of this course. So well done for getting this far. Now we can move on to learning all about CSS.